So here in this particular question, we are given the irrational number square root of 5 and we need to approximate it to 3 decimal places. So what we're going to do, we're going to use a calculator and then write down the value of square root of 5. So that gives us 2.236067. Now here it says we have to approximate it to 3 decimal places. So that means we need to go up to the 3 digits to the right of the decimal point. So that means for that we have to look at the digit at the 4th place, at the 4th decimal place, which is 0. This is the, now this is, let me write it down, this is the 4th decimal place. Now the rule is, if this number is less than 5, then the digit in the 3rd decimal place is going to remain unchanged, and if it is greater than or equals to 5, then the digit in the 3rd decimal place is going to get incremented by 1 unit. Now since 0 is less than 5, so that means the number in the 3rd decimal place will remain unchanged. So that means square root of 5 will be approximately 2.236. So this is the approximate value of our rational numbers square root of 5, which will be 2.236. Now we're going to understand why approximation is it's very important. So this actually helps us to compare irrational numbers, and also helps us to approximately find its location on the number line. So let's do one problem where we'll be using the approximation to compare different types of numbers. So here we have 4 numbers: pi, 22/7, the square root of 11, and 26/7. So we need to arrange the given numbers in the increasing order and the ascending order. So let's begin with the first number, which is pi. So in a calculator, we'll plug in the value of pi, and that gives us 3.14159. So what I'm doing is, here I'm considering the digits up to 5 decimal place. Then we go to the next number, which is 22/7. So we divide the number 22 by 7, and that is going to give us 3.142866. Then we go to the third number, which is square root of 11. So square root of 11 is 3.31662. And finally 26/7. So that's going to be 3.71428. So now we have the approximate values of each of the 4 numbers. Now we're going to compare it, and we're going to write the smallest number first. So though you can see that the digit to the right, to the left of the decimal number is same for all the 4, so we'll not compare the digit in the ones place, so we're not going to compare it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to look at the digit at the 10th place. So in the 10th place we have 1, 1, 3 and 7. So clearly 1 is lesser than 3. So now we know that these 2 numbers are going to be lesser than the 3rd and the 4th number. Now since the 10th digit, the 10th place of the pi and 22/7 is exactly the same, which is 1, so we move on to the digit in the 100th place. So that is 4. Now that again is equal, so we'll move to the next digit. That is the digit in the 1000th place. So for pi, the digit in the 1000th place is 1, whereas the digit in the 1000th place of 22/7 is 2. We know that 1 is less than 2, so that means pi will come first, followed by 22/7. Now we know that the 3rd number and the 4th number is going to be greater than the 2 numbers. So now the task is to determine the number which is least of this 2. So as usual, we go to the digit in the 10th place. So for square root of 11, the digit in the 10th place is 3, whereas the digit in the 10th place of 26/7 is a 7. So 3 being lesser than 7, so we know that square root of 11 is going to be lesser than 26 over 7. So this is the order. So that means question itself was given in the proper order. So pi followed by 22 by 7, then square root of 11, and finally 26 over 7.